Members of CIWIL St. Lucia Caribbean Women in Leadership led a powerful, silent protest outside the House of Assembly on Friday morning, March 7th, 2025, to honor victims of domestic violence and call for greater action to address the issue. The event saw participation from CIWIL members, invited guests, and staff from the Office of the Parliament, who stood together in solidarity for 2 minutes of silence.
This is really our way of saying we are here, we see you, we support you, and we chose to stand in the house, in the yard of the Parliament area, because Parliament really is the seat of power in our country. It is where our laws are made, it is where decisions are made that govern St. Lucia and its citizens, and so this really is a stand to send a message to our Parliament to say that we hope that they are in support of getting rid of violence in our country.
The solemn tribute aimed to raise awareness about the devastating impact of domestic violence, which remains a growing concern in St. Lucia.
Oftentimes we hear of cases that go to the police, go to the DPP's office about domestic violence, and afterwards we hear nothing at all. There are no updates, we don't know what is happening. As I stand here today, we're still waiting for an update on the Kimberly DeLeo matter. There have been other matters as well, and we're still waiting for something to be said so that we know that that action is being taken.
CIWIL chairperson Karen Tobier emphasized that silence should not be the only response to this crisis. In her address, she urged the public to break the silence in their communities and speak out against domestic abuse. She also pointed out that St. Lucia has developed a troubling culture of tolerance toward domestic violence, which must be challenged and changed.
Because you are cultured in that manner, you don't see it as something of urgency. So the report comes in and you don't make an effort to get out there. Yesterday a young lady was telling me that she had made a report to the police because somebody threatened her. And sometimes we don't pay any attention to threats. But a threat to somebody's life is something that needs to be paid attention to with immediacy. So sometimes the police may not be able to respond physically, but surely you can pick up the phone and make a call and say we are aware that this is happening.
Tobier, a prominent voice at the event, echoed these sentiments, calling for more sensitivity and urgency in addressing domestic violence cases. She stated that police and other institutions need to be more responsive and sensitive to these matters.
You are there to serve and protect. Serve and protect being the other part of the service. So when a report comes in, you ought to act and act with immediacy, because yes, sometimes it may not be a present violent act about to happen, but sometimes it is. And if you do not react at that time when the report was made, chances are this person is going to be hurt. So it really is a plea to our police to be a little more sensitive to these matters when these calls come in, that you react and act with immediacy.
The silent protest served as a poignant reminder of the lives lost and affected by domestic violence, while also rallying the community to take a stand against this pervasive issue. CIWIL St. Lucia continues to advocate for stronger policies, better support systems, and a cultural shift to end this domestic violence. The event concluded with a call to action for all citizens to play their part in creating a safer, more supportive environment for victims and survivors. As the chairperson noted, breaking the silence is the first step toward breaking the cycle of violence. Keila Edwin, MBC Prime.